want to thank y'all for joining us. It is Monday. I hope y'all had a great weekend. It's Monday. That means it's Opsin Fluorocarbon Monday. We always talk about some Opsin Fluorocarbon on Mondays. And we want to announce the winner of the Spool of Line giveaway. Once a week, Opsin stepped up to the plate, gives away one free spool of line to one lucky person, and all they had to do was go visit the Opsin Fluorocarbon website, Opsin USA. You go into their website through that QR code I'm flashing up on the screen right now. Elliot's able to track who you are, and then we are able to pick out one name out of the hat. You don't even have to buy anything. This person, I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but named Bailey Allen. Bailey Allen wins the free spool of line today. That's the name that was drawn out of the hat by Kelly Girl. But all you got to do to get a free spool of Opsin Fluorocarbon is enter through that QR code. And those of you on TikTok, all you have to do for a chance to win is go over to Opsin USA and get a spool of line, and then put in the code YSWG. You're going to save on your spool of fluorocarbon, and that'll be delivered straight to your house. And then that enters you into the contest to win a free spool of line. Every week we give away a free spool of line. No purchase necessary, but you got to put in the code YSWG. If you don't enter through the QR code that you can see up on the screen on YouTube or on Facebook, and then the rest of you are listening across the nation on all. What is really, really spectacular, blows my mind, is that all podcast carriers have now included Your Saltwater Guide in their library of podcasts. I think that's incredible. Thank you very much to all the podcast carriers and all of you listening across the United States and abroad. Thank you all very, very much. I am very humbled by the audience. I cannot tell you all thank you enough. I posted that little post yesterday on Facebook. We're blown away. Elliot and I both are just absolutely blown away by the amount of volume of people that are watching us on a daily basis. So thank you. And thank you all for watching the 3 videos I post every single day. Monday through Sunday, we post 3 brand new videos. And the amount of people, and they're short, they're 1 minute long, but that's what everybody wants to see nowadays. A lot of people ask me all the time, Dave, why do you post such short videos? Well, gang, people today don't have 1 minute to look at anything. They sure the heck don't have 12 minutes to watch a full video. So 1 minute videos are the key. That is the key right now to the whole world. Everyone zooming through their phones, zoom, zoom, zoom. They got 1 minute of time to look at your video, and if it doesn't catch their eye, they're on to the next hot spot. That's what's going on in the world today. So those of you that are going, why are you posting such short videos? The number one reason is because I'm getting 30 million views a month. That's the number one reason. If I wasn't getting 30 million views a month, I probably would not be posting short videos. But those of you that are trying to get people to watch your stuff and you're posting these 10, 12, 15-minute videos, I don't know about you. I don't have 10, 12, 15 minutes to watch a video. Nobody's watching your videos if you're posting these long video formats anymore. They're not. If you're trying to sell your product and you're posting these big, long videos, they're not watching those either. You watch our videos, like today's shows, have you ever tried Swordfish Spinal Fluid? That video right now across all social media platforms is absolutely going bananas. I went to Tommy Gomes's Tunaville Market and Grocery and went in there and we made those videos. I made 45 videos in a 4-hour period of some of the most hottest content that we've put out in a very long time. And I'm telling you that Swordfish Spinal Fluid, Tommy making it up for us to eat, that video has gone absolutely bananas, and it tasted so phenomenal. When Tommy scraped that bluefin tuna on top of the spinal fluid and then garnished it with a little more zest of lime, and then I put that in my mouth and the flavors just dissolved in my mouth. That was absolutely incredible. And those of you over on TikTok, just so you know, in the last 8 days, we've had over 10 million views on TikTok alone. A lot of people are watching on TikTok. You can go look at those videos. It's incredible, the volume of views we're getting and the volume of likes. Because now it's about likes. I need everybody out there that's watching me right now to like the podcast, like the video. Those of you on the podcast carriers, it's hard to hit that like button, but you're downloading the podcast, and I love that, and thank you very much. But those of you on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, please hit the like button. It matters more than I had no idea. I'm an old guy, and I used to hear people beg for those likes all the time. It absolutely matters for the algorithm to drive these things so that more people can see this great content we're putting out. So I want to thank you all. No haircut. Trim the mustache. Same long, scraggly hair, just slicked it down with a bunch of gel. No, we took off that big, giant, bushy mustache. We trimmed it all off yesterday. And Kelly girl's not happy about it. She did not like the fact that we trimmed that mustache without asking permission. So mustache is coming back. It'll probably take a week and a half or something, and it'll be back full bore. It'll be back in the situation. But don't do that to your wife. Don't go shaving your mustache off without telling her. It's super important. So that's what's going on there. Those of you on TikTok, thanks for watching. Sorry we're having some technical difficulty here. But thank you very, very much for watching. On Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, the numbers are flying. I can't even comprehend. I can't even tell you. We had 100,000 views or 100,000 followers on TikTok Saturday. We hit 50,000 subscribers on YouTube on Saturday. Facebook, we're at 450,000. It's just mind-boggling to me. So thank you. Without all of you, none of this is possible. So everything goes out to you guys. All thank yous to every one of you, because none of this is possible without the views and the likes and the subscribing to the channel, the likes and all that. Over on Facebook, gang, don't forget to sprinkle some stars out there. It helps out tremendously. The stars help feed the monkey, help feed the cats. They're all rescue animals. You'll see Marley jumping around back behind me. He's in the box up there on the top right now. I don't know if you can see him or not, but he's trying to look out the window and see you. There he is. He just put his head up a little bit. He knows we're talking about him. You guys can see him. The whole cage thing, those of you that are brand new, who haven't seen the podcast before, my studio here is actually my monkey's house. He has his very own room in our house. Marley is the smallest monkey in the world. He's a marmoset monkey. He's the size of my hand. Those of you that have seen the show before know, and those of you that haven't are trying to figure out why is this guy doing a podcast with a big cage and all kinds of foliage falling out of the sky. It's because we got a monkey, and Marley's pretty much the star of the show. A lot of people love to watch Marley jump around in the background. So that's why it looks like it looks, because we have a monkey and we're doing our podcast from here. But it's always about fishing. That's what we talk about. That's what I did for a living for 48 years. And that's what we're talking about today. And we're talking about Opsin Fluorocarbon. They're our sponsors on Monday. Gang, you got to get out and get some Opsin Fluorocarbon. Like I talk about all the time. This is the coolest product out there. Fluorocarbon needs to be clear, because the very first reason we're using fluorocarbon is so that the fish don't see it. And Opsin makes a clear fluorocarbon. Look, we got 3 spools right here that are all stuck together. Why? Because the spools are magnetized. That really helps a lot when you're digging around in your tackle bag trying to figure out what you got. Your spools of line are all stuck together. They're not all moved around in your backpack or in your tackle box or whatever. Also, these things can set on the bait tank ready to go at any given second. You can sprinkle some hooks on top of it. It becomes a tackle box on top of your bait tank. It works out flawless. It works perfect. Opsin, go to Opsin USA or go to the QR code I throw up on the screen there. You will not be disappointed. Also, that'll enter you into the chance to win a free spool of line. You don't even have to buy anything. Just hit that QR code right there, right now, because I'm going to pull it down in just a second and we're going to get on with the show. So grab the QR code, go to Opsin USA. Those of you that are driving around in your cars or those of you who are on TikTok, get it, do it. Get over there and get it done. Get her done. Get that Opsin thing going on. All right, we're going to jump off of there. Okay, gang. Your Saltwater Guide. The community that we've built is absolutely incredible. Have you seen all those reports that we got in the last 3 days? My gosh, so many people out having so much fun fishing. They're just, the amount of comments, the amount of posts, the amount of pictures, the amount of fun people are having fishing. Most people are just blown away that fishing is as easy as it is when you follow the simple plan that your Saltwater Guide draws out for you every single Thursday. Like John Stanley talks about all the time. Thursdays are his favorite day because the game plans come out on Thursday. And then so simple, you just follow the game plan, go do exactly what I tell you to do, and then you end up catching a bunch of fish. Here's what I need to talk to you about today, though, gang. Those of you that are members that are watching the show, 99.9% of you are phenomenal at listening and following the plan. For the last couple of weeks, and now that we've grown so fast and so big, and we're adding so many new members every single day because of the fact that I call every member and I talk to them on the phone. And I think the new app that's available on the App Store and on the Google Play Store, I think that's helped tremendously also, because of the fact that we have the best fishing app ever made for anybody anywhere on the planet Earth. And then having Bill Varney on there. How bitchin' was that? I didn't even talk about that. We had Bill Varney on the show on Friday. If you haven't had a chance to listen to that podcast, gang, you need to go check that out. Bill Varney is just a wealth of information and talking about surf fishing. That just opened up a whole new genre on our podcast. Talking about something that's accessible to everybody. Everybody can go surf fishing. And Bill broke it down so simply and so eloquently to let you know how easy it is to access the ocean by the beach. You just have to have a fishing license, and you don't have to go out and spend millions of dollars on tackle and fuel and all that other stuff, boat insurance and storage, and you can go fish off the beach. That just opened up a whole new thing, and we had a lot of phone calls Saturday and Sunday from people that wanted to talk to Bill, and Bill was answering the phone and I was answering the phone, and we talked to so many people. But here's what I think I need to let the new people that have just got in and start to understand. When you guys call me and you want to talk to me and you ask me a question, I'm not trying to be an a-hole or anything, but when you ask me a question and I give you the answer to the question, it's not time to argue. I don't have time to argue with you. I have probably 25 or 30 people that call me every single day that want to know where to fish and how to fish and what to fish for. I don't have time to spend 15 minutes with you arguing about why you need a big bait tank or why you need to go to this spot instead of that spot or why you need to anchor. Gang, let me help you. If you already know how to do it, everything, don't call me. Don't call me up and I don't want to know what you know. I know this is hard for a lot of people to comprehend. I don't make 36 videos a week and put them out across social media so you can tell me what you know. That's not why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it so that you can tell me what you know. I don't want to know what you know. I have a handful of captains that have been doing this way longer than I have, at a way higher level than I have, that I can call and they will answer the phone and they will answer my questions if I have any questions. I don't need you calling me up. I'm just trying, I don't know how to say it any more eloquently. When you call me and ask me for information and I give you some information, it's because it's real, honest information. I don't need to argue with you about it. I don't know if that makes sense, if you're comprehending what I'm trying to say here. I hope you're comprehending what I'm trying to say here. I hope I'm not coming across as an a-hole, because I'm not. My time is so limited now with so many members and so many people that actually want to know what I know, that when you spend the time calling my number, it's not an argument time. I don't have time to argue with you. If I tell you you need a big bait tank, it's because you need a big bait tank. It's not because I need to spend 15 minutes with you explaining to you why you need a big bait tank. Gang, go watch my videos. The website has over 500 videos on it that are super easy to follow, and you'll know. But hey, we have a super big announcement right now. This is a huge announcement. Every single person on YouTube and Facebook that are watching right now, I want you, if you have the opportunity, I want you to wish this human being a happy birthday. Jeff Zapata, happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for watching me all the time. Thank you so much. And I just want you to understand how much your wife loves you. Your wife loves you so much. She reached out to me and Kelly yesterday. We made sure it's in the mail already. There's a shirt on its way to you, going to your house right now. It's already been ordered. It's probably in the mail this morning. So Jeff, happy birthday. Thanks for always watching me. Everybody that can, wish Jeff a happy birthday. Happy birthday. And remember, your wife loves you so much that she asked if I could wish you a happy birthday. I got no problem with that, Jeff. I know who you are, and I appreciate all the support you've given me, your saltwater guide, over the years you've been watching me. Happy birthday, buddy. Thanks for watching the show. Thanks for always being there. Give your wife a big hug and a kiss, because she wanted to make sure that you knew how much she loves you and how much I appreciate you. And Sean, you need to call me up. It's time to pony up. I made your day. You caught a bunch of fish. Let's get together and hash this thing out and get you all set up with the full website and get everything going that you need to do to get ready. So after the show, Jeff, give me a call. I mean, not Jeff. After the Sean, give me a call. Jeff, you're totally set. And you're getting a shirt. Kelly's already ordered it. It's on its way. So thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Happy birthday, buddy. Happy birthday. Okay, we're going to get into some more of this fishing stuff. We're going to bring in our good friend Pablo in a little bit. He was out fishing this weekend. He's got all kinds of cool stuff to report. San Diego's going off. San Clemente Island's going off. Catalina's going bananas. I don't know if any of you saw all the game plans and all the phenomenal fishing that people had this weekend out on their own private boats fishing in Southern California, but it was an incredible weekend of fishing. And then that fishing that's going on up at the Horseshoe, that's historic. We haven't seen that in a very, very long time. That is what California was all about for a very long time. Fishing in Southern California, the way I grew up fishing, was all about this sand bass, barracuda, calico bass fishing that's going on right now. That's what it was all about. That's what Southern California fishing's been about since I was a little kid, was the 3 Bs, bass, barracuda, and bonita. And gang, there's no shortage of bass and barracuda up on the Horseshoe right now. It's absolutely incredible, the fishing that's going on up there. And if you haven't had fun and taken advantage of that, the biggest problem right now is everybody just wants to go bluefin fishing. I want a big bluefin. I want a big bluefin. Yeah, well, like I always say, I want a pony. But gang, there's so much other stuff to fish for. Look at the post John Stanley did on the community. Out there fishing with the family. They had full speed fishing until they ran out of bait. And they lost the biggest yellowtail he's ever seen fishing in the kelp at La Jolla. I think you were in La Jolla, if I remember correctly as I was reading it. Unbelievable. Just absolutely unbelievable fishing. This is perfect summertime fishing like we haven't seen in a very, very, very long time, gang. It's incredible. You got to get out there. You got to experience it. You do not have to burn thousands of dollars in fuel every weekend to try to catch a fish. I know. I want a big bluefin. You don't even know how to fish. You haven't put in your time. I've had so many people get on the website and they say, hey, Captain Dave, we just bought a boat yesterday and we want to go catch a giant bluefin. Gang, you don't deserve a giant bluefin. You got to put in your time. You got to, if that's all you want, you need to sell your boat. You need to move to Prince Edward Island, or you need to go. If all you want is a big giant bluefin, and hey, Cubby, Paul. If all you want is a big giant bluefin, gang, you need to move. That's not what lives in Southern California. Bass, bonita, barracuda, rockfish, that's what lives in California. Yellowtail coming here a little bit, Dorado coming here a little bit in July, August, September, and then they all disappear, and then we're right back to fishing bass, barracuda, bonita, and rockfish. That's what lives in Southern California. If you just bought a boat and you think you deserve a big bluefin because you're looking at the zip-faced kids on Instagram that are catching big bluefin, let me explain something to you. You don't see the other 70 days that they went out and didn't catch anything because they're not posting pictures of nothing. They're not on Instascam posting pictures of catching nothing. They're only posting pictures of the day they caught that fish. And they're not telling you about all the hours and all the thousands of dollars in fuel that they spent. And then they're making you think that this bluefin fishing is easy. It's not, by any stretch of the imagination. It is not easy. It is full-time. The whole time you're out there, it's full-time work. Staring into the gyro-stabilizing binoculars, staring at water, spending time on water. Thank you very much, Brian. Yep, I got podcasts out all over the place. I've been in this industry my whole life. So, yeah, go. Those of you that don't know who I am, go look at the Michael Foltz Inside Sport Fishing interview with Captain Dave Hansen. Go look at that podcast, or go look at the Phil Freeman Adventures podcast with Dave Hansen. If you want to find out who I really am and find out if, well, this guy doesn't sound very humble. Listen. Big news flash. I don't make videos to learn what you know. I don't. I've been doing this for 48 years. I'm too old. I don't want to know what you know. I really could care less. I don't want to know what you know. If you don't enjoy watching my videos, here's another news flash. Don't watch them. Don't call me up and say, hey, Captain Dave, I don't like the way you talk. Oh, Jesus. Well, don't watch. I get 30 million views a month. I don't care what you think. If you don't like me, I don't really care. That's where the big disconnect is in this whole social media thing, people. You don't understand. Those of you that are eating your boogers in your mom's basement, thinking that you need to tell me what you know. You're funny. We get a kick out of it. Tommy Gomes and I was talking about this right before I went live. His video, all those videos I made with Tommy at Tunaville Market and Grocery, they're going absolutely bananas. But there's actually people that are going on there thinking that they need to tell Tommy Gomes about fish. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. It is absolutely ludicrous. Tommy Gomes has a nationally televised show talking about fish, traveling around the United States talking about fish. He does not want to know what you know about fish, you knuckleheads. Give it a break, guys. Spend your time doing something else. Spend your time worrying about stuff that matters in your little head, because your opinion doesn't matter to me or Tommy, so you just got to understand that. You don't need to make a post on my post and tell me what you know. We don't want to know what you know, gang. It's so funny. I had a phone call on Saturday. A guy wanted to tell me that he doesn't appreciate the way I talk. On a Saturday, called me at my house and told me he doesn't appreciate the way I talk. And I told him, well, I'm 62. And when things were on TV that I didn't like, I never thought of calling ABC or CBS or NBC and telling them, hey, you need to pull that showdown off the air because I don't like it. I don't care if 30 million people watched it yesterday. I don't like it. So you need to pull it down. Are you out of your ever-loving mind, gang? Relax. Enjoy yourself. If you don't like what I'm doing, don't watch because I got plenty of people that enjoy it. But back to what I was trying to say before I got off on this tangent, because I'm doing what Kelly tells me not to do, and I'm reading these comments, and I should stop. Gang, the game plans are put out there that if you follow them to the T, if you do exactly what the game plans say, and those of you that don't know what the game plans, these are something that comes out on our website, Your Saltwater Guide, every Thursday at 3:30 in the afternoon. And it breaks down the California coast. We start up at the Channel Islands with Sunny. Then we go down to Santa Monica Bay and all down the coast. And we'll go jump over to Catalina. And then we check in with Justin for the offshore scene and what he's seeing. And we go out to San Clemente Island, the Coronados. We're everywhere giving you plans. And we break down the California coast into a library to tell you exactly where to go and exactly what to do on the weekend when you get to go fishing so that you can be successful when you go fishing, because that's the whole reason why we go fishing. We go fishing so that we can catch fish. And I used to hear this on the boat when I was running charter boats. Gosh, I wish you'd just stop so we can fish. That's the biggest crock of baloney I've ever heard in my life. You guys you didn't pay a bunch of money to come out with me to go fishing. You came out. You paid a bunch of money to go fishing with me because you wanted to catch. Same thing with the game plans. When I tell you to go to Orange Rocks, get squid from Pat Whitaker and go to Orange Rocks and anchor up in 65 feet of water and stay there until you run out of bait, if there's conditions and you're catching bass. That doesn't mean to go there and fish for an hour and get bored and then leave and then spend the whole day driving around looking for fish that you never caught again. And then call me up and say, hey, Captain Dave, we didn't catch anything because we were catching fish, but we left the fish to go look for fish. Gang, I told you exactly what to do. But a lot of people, they just don't want to do that. They saw another boat driving by. Hey, Augie, good to see you again. And then they had to go fish for the boats and follow the boats. Don't do that, gang. Follow the simple game plan. If you call me, follow the advice that I give you. It's absolutely real. Those of you that want to have some fun, tired of watching all the reruns and everything that are on TV right now, I got a video right now I posted 3 days ago on Facebook. You don't have to sign up for it. You can just go on Facebook and go look. 3 days ago on Your Saltwater Guide. Once again, this is the one that's every time I post it, I get millions of views. It just hit 1 million views here 3 minutes ago. How to tie up your boat. There's 8,000 comments on there, and 8,990 of them say I don't know how to tie up the boat. You need to go watch this. People are getting violently pissed off about how to tie up your boat, and it's so funny how I can post this whenever I want it. Whenever I want, I can repost the same video I've been posting for 4 years, and people just lose their minds over it. It's the craziest thing. I'm having so much fun with this social. Don't get me wrong. I love to cause controversy. I always have since I was a little kid. I'm that guy. I love to throw stuff out there that makes people's heads spin. It's really fun. I get a kick out of it. Those of you that know me know. But it's just crazy. I show you how to tie up your boat, but I use a rope that's kind of frayed. Oh, that's the end of the... Plus, the other thing, I call it a rope. Oh my gosh, I don't call it a line. I call it a rope. I don't know proper terminology. Just like when I'm teaching you how to drive your boat, I don't say port side and starboard side. I say left side, right side, front of the boat, back of the boat. Why? Because I'm trying to teach. I don't have the time to teach the terminology because that's not what we're trying to teach. We're trying to teach you how to do something. So it's so fun, though, because as you listen to me over all these years, you have to understand every word I use is for a reaction. Everything I say is to get a reaction. The internet, the social media is all driven by comments. That's what pushes the algorithm along and pushes it to the next level. So the comments matter, the likes matter. Leave a comment always on my videos. Say, thank you, Dave. Say, this is hilarious, Dave. Comment on the booger eaters comments, gang. You're only helping me. Plus, you'll get a kick out of it. You'll get to interact with the booger eaters. And then we're all having fun. We're interacting with the boogers, and we're all having a good time. The booger eaters are easy to get going, too. They go just bam like that. They're just off to the races. You can get them going really quick. And you can just sit back, and it'll go hundreds of comments, and you'll just go, whoa, and get in there and support me and watch them go bananas. You guys will have a blast doing these fun little things. This is all fun. Social media is a blast if you don't take it personal and you don't get all wound up by the comments, and just enjoy yourself. Those of you that are trying to start a page or trying to start a channel, understand that all the comments help drive the algorithm. So we're not really hurt. My feelings don't ever get hurt by these people. They don't. They did in the beginning. Oh my gosh. I started this back in 2002, 2003 on Bloody Decks. And the comments used to drive me crazy, and they used to hurt my feelings. Now I understand that they're booger eaters. I understand that now. It took a little while, and I'm trying to fast forward it for you, because any of you that are going to post on social media have to understand. If you get 100 views, the crybaby booger eaters are coming out of the woodwork to try to destroy you because they're jealous because they can't get a view. And if you look at them, all you got to do is click on their profile, and you'll see they got 4 followers. They follow like 8,000 people, and they have 4 followers. There's a reason. It's because they suck. Then they're booger eaters. So just always understand who's making these silly little comments. But if you want to help Captain Dave out and Kelly Girl, comment on their comments. Get in there and mix it up with them, gang. And those of you driving across country, I always try to make the best content for you and the best podcast possible. And hopefully you're getting a kick out of this, because whenever you guys a lot of long haul truckers listen to me all the time. A lot of people listen to me when they're traveling across the United States. When you get to your room at night, or when you stop on the side of the road to rest, just open up YouTube or Facebook or TikTok or Instagram and just go through the comments that Your Saltwater Guide gets on his 3 videos. I post 3 brand new videos every single day. First one comes out at 8 o'clock in the morning. The second one comes out at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And the third one comes out at 6. If you want to have fun, just track the booger eating comments. You'll have a blast. It'll make you laugh. It's funnier than Netflix, I promise you. It's funnier than any comedian. And if you really want to have fun, watch how I connect with them. Watch how I wind them up. Watch how I get them all just losing their minds and going into areas that you can't even comprehend, because I'm having a ball with this whole thing. So don't ever think, oh, they're beating up on Cap. No, they're not. They are helping me tremendously. They're driving the algorithm. It is the most incredible thing. And like my good friend Chase says up in Newport, his booger eating buddies come up to him all the time and go, "Did you see Hanson today? Oh my God, I can't believe that guy's even making videos." And Chase goes, "You watched him?" And they're all, "Yeah." And he's all, "He won again." Chase is one of my buddies. Chase is my pal. But it's so funny that these people want to watch me, and then they want to, "Oh, I can't believe it. Why did I make them?" You're watching it, you ding dong. You're watching the videos. That's why I make them. So calm down, relax, enjoy yourself, have fun, smile. Everything's going to be all right. All right? But listen, you got to understand what's going on in Southern California right now. We're right on the cusp of the most spectacular El Nino we've ever seen in Southern California. We have another big hurricane rushing up the coastline. It's going to start to develop. If you go onto windy.com and you look, It's going to start to develop, or down around Mazatlan, just below Mazatlan on Tuesday, Wednesday. By the 25th or 26th, it's supposed to be off of California, outside of San Clemente Island. If you look at it as it's going up the coast, it's going to drag all this hot water that's down here in Cabo right now up with it. The water down here in Cabo right now at the beach, I've never seen it before. Cubby Paul has, a lot, Pete Grosbeck, Steve Lasley, Todd Mansard, a lot of the guys that spent most of their careers fishing down here, which I didn't. I was up there fishing in California. They've seen it this hot. I've never seen 91-degree water anywhere, and that's what it is at the beach right now. When I was at the beach on Thursday, I went swimming in the ocean. The water's 91 degrees in the ocean down here. That's going to start to transfer up the coast. Every one of these spinners, we have a little, if you go to windy.com right now and look, we have a little spinner up right now, but it's way off the beach, but that's dragging hot water up the coast some more. And then we got that big one coming next week. That's going to drag a bunch of more hot water. I think, and like my good friend Phil Friedman said yesterday on his podcast, I think we're going to be catching fish, really good fish, in Southern California all the way through January. That's how this push is looking to us. That's how this water is. And I was told from some of our members that this weekend they were finding 72 and 74 degree water. That's incredible. If you think back to June when we were talking about 58 degree water and 61 degree water. In a month, the water jumped up 10, 12 degrees, and it's kind of stuck there, even though we've had a bunch of wind off and on for the last couple of weeks. The water temperature hasn't gone down. It keeps on keeping on. It keeps on staying there. I know, Bob, and I read that post you put up. Phenomenal fishing. Gang, Bob just posted that Saturday had 3 party boats anchor up around him because he was absolutely wailing on the fish, bass, barracuda. Very, very good fishing on the horseshoe right now. That's what's going on in Southern California. There's so much good fishing, but we're just barely, I mean, it's good, don't get me wrong, but we're just barely in the season right now. This is going to get roaring along. There's no reason to slow it down at all. The water's just going to keep pouring into Southern California. I think by the middle of September, we could easily be looking at 80-degree water. Easy, easy, easy. It's the 14th of August right now. We got 72, 74-degree water. So I think it's going to be very easy transition into that. But gang, I just want you all to understand that what is going on with calling Dave on his phone and calling Justin and calling Pablo and calling Sonny. We're all here just to help you. But the last thing we've got time for, because there's a lot of people that actually want to know what our opinion is or they want to have us help them, we don't have time to argue with you. So if you just got my phone number, you signed up just so that you could argue, do yourself a favor. It's not going to work. You're not going to, I gotta tell Dave what I know. I don't want to know what you know. I don't. Okay. I had a phenomenal career in the sport fishing industry for 48 years. I got to do it at a super high level. I got to run some of the most beautiful sport fishing yachts in California and in Mexico. I got to run sport boats. I got to fish for all kinds of stuff. And, I don't want to know what you know. I'm sorry. Even though you think that you have some really cool knowledge, I don't want to know it. I'm sorry. I'm just being perfectly honest. I don't. But you know what? I love all of you, so don't think I don't love you. But if you want a free look at my website, all you got to do is text message me your email address. If you text message me your email address, I will give you a free look at my website, and it will help you out tremendously to catch fish in Southern California and also understand why you caught the fish in Southern California. But gang, we have a special guest joining us. He's super busy, but he's coming in to help us out with the show and tell us what he saw out on the water this weekend. Also, he's got all kinds of other cool things going on in his life. We're going to bring Pablo in right now. Hey, Pablo, welcome to the show.
Hey, good morning, Cap. How's it going?
Good, buddy. Thanks for joining us. So you were out fishing this weekend?
Yes, sir.
And what did it look like? What'd you catch? How was it?
So we got some bluefin, some yellowfin. We got some kelp bass, some sand bass, barracuda. I think that's about it.
That's about it. Yeah, that one report you made where you caught bluefin, yellowtail, yellowfin, calico bass, and you said, yeah, but it was slow. I'm like, that's
Well,
slow. I think 99.9% of the guys on here would have loved to have had anything close to that day.
yeah, and it was slow as far as like we worked all day at it. You stay consistent, you follow your plan. Whether it's the plan that you set forth, if you're in those areas to follow that plan. Either way, you have to have a plan, guys, and that's what this whole thing is all about. It's about getting better every time we go out. So we had a plan, we executed the plan, and we just stuck to it. It wasn't, wide open by any means, but we definitely got into some different areas that were producing for us, and that was great. It was a great day. I didn't mean it wasn't a great day. I just meant that we worked hard to get what we got, and the one foamer that we got, I think I sent you a picture of it, or I put it on the website through the app. It was a great foamer, and it was just a random foamer that popped up literally right by us, and we happened to be the only boat right by it. So of course we slid right over to it, and we pulled a yellowtail and a bluefin right off of the same foamer. So it was wonderful.
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah, great day out there.
Yeah, and something you and I were talking about an hour and a half ago or so, right before we went live on the show, is you have an opportunity to help so many people right now because of the fact that you are like in between right now. You just got to throw yourself out here because there were some booger eaters you were trying to help, but they rather eat their boogers than be helped. So now we're all blessed with the fact that you can help those of us that are struggling down here in San Diego, gang. If you haven't seen Pablo put together a beautiful boat, and it's a beautiful boat, but he can help you. Those of you, I've talked to a lot of people that are having trouble right now. Besides you going out on their boats and teaching them how to fish and showing them where to fish and how to fish, but gang, if you're having a problem with your bilge pump, you're having a problem, go into what you can do. Just because right now to find somebody to help you this time of year is almost impossible.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to say what I can do because so basically the bottom line is I do all my own work on my own boat, and a lot of my friends that have boats, they know that. So of course I'm their best friend when something goes wrong, but I usually always have my tools with me in my truck, or I have them in my dock box, or a lot on my boat as well. But I can help with anything that you need, really. Obviously, it's getting busier and busier each and every day as the season heats up more and more. But if you just need help or advice, I'm willing to do that. If you really get in a pinch and you need somebody down there, get a hold of me, and I'll do it if I can. And if not, I'll get you somebody who can, or find you somebody. But yeah, bilge pumps, wiring. I've done everything from through holes, transducers, built my own tower with my friend. Again, I think I said last time he wouldn't let me weld the good stuff, but he's much better welder than I am. But I can do everything. I just my fuel pump went out on my starboard engine, and when I came home after the weekend, that was last weekend, I pulled it out, replaced it. So I can do a lot of stuff. But if anybody gets stuck, just go to the community, throw it out there. I'm happy. I'll be checking that out all the time. It's a good way for us to communicate. And if you get in a pinch, hit me up, and I'll help you out as much as I possibly can when I'm not on the water.
And also, Pablo has a charter boat. He can take you fishing. He literally, if you didn't join us last week on the show, he's able to put together all this stuff right now. This is about as busy a time of year as it gets. But like I said, he was doing his very best to help out some booger eaters. It didn't work out because the guys can't quit eating their boogers, and I don't want to waste my guy Pablo with some booger eaters. So he's available right now. You can't understand it. And I'll tell you, the boat that he was working on did not deserve him. So this is great. We deserve you. We all need someone like this in our communities. right now to go fishing in San Diego to try to buy a ticket to go on a boat or try to find a charter boat to go on is almost impossible. Look at gang. Pablo's willing to go fish in the harbor with you. He's willing to go fish the kelp beds with you. If you have that burning desire to feed your ego and go catch a stupid bluefin, he can do that. Whatever level you're looking for, his QR code is right here on the screen. Any of you with the boat in San Diego, you should grab the QR code anyway, because I know everything works on your boat right now, and it all works until it doesn't work. Also, he's on the water almost every day in some capacity. If it's not in the harbor, it's out on a charter boat. He second operated on a boat this weekend. So he knows what's going on out on the water too. So you can contact him. You can get real-time boat information. Miss Hot Rod, Jeanette, what did you think when you met with him? She's putting a comment up there on the, do you see it up there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so I had the pleasure of meeting Jeanette and her husband this weekend down there in San Diego Harbor. I actually came in from a trip, the one where we had the foamers and everything, and we worked all the way down to the rock pile and back. And then I got in a little bit late, of course. So, but I still had an appointment with her. So I came in. I had to get all the well, like we talked about earlier, Kate told me, hey, you're really going to go over there with blood all over your face and stuff? And I'm like, do I really look that bad? She's like, yeah, you look and you smell even worse. She's like, get cleaned up. Can't go meet people like that. I'm like, oh, okay. So I took a quick shower, ran down there as quick as I could. They have a beautiful boat. It's in a beautiful slip down there, and had the honor and pleasure of meeting them. And we booked a day to get them out on the water so that they can learn how to fish their boat properly. She comes from a fishing background, but the whole fishing and running her boat out in the ocean, she's not super comfortable. So she hit me up through Captain Dave and the website, and I went down there. We booked a day. We're going to go out and we're going to get them really stoked on fishing their boat. I'm going to show them all their little local areas. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Perfect. That's awesome, man. That is so cool. And Jeanette, I hope that, oh yeah, she just said, oh man, you're the best. Thank you very, very much for that. We had a guy making some stupid comments, and he kind of seems like he's always there to make some stupid comments. So we got to ban him forever. You're done. You don't get to see us anymore. There you go. Now you don't have to worry about my comments. It's real simple, gang. If you want to get banned, make a stupid comment. I have no problem banning you. I'm really good at it. I know the exact button to push. So yeah, if you got some burning desire to put up a stupid comment, you go right ahead. Right now would be the time, so you make sure you get banned. But so Pablo, your charter boat, because there's a bunch of people that probably weren't watching the show last week that are on here right now. So what do we got? We got what kind of a boat? I know you know, but let's
yeah. It's a Boston Whaler 285. It's it's a 2001 hull. So I know that sounds a little bit old, but it's a beautiful hull, and it's essentially a brand new boat. And I said this on the last show, but I went through it, everything from the bottom side, inside the bilge. I mean, every single thing, anything, all the through holes, all the pumps, all the wiring, upgraded electronics. I repowered it with two beautiful Honda 250s, and it has a big midship bait tank. It also has a little auxiliary one. So if we get the opportunity to have mixed types of bait, like we could put like squid in the small tank, and then we have the big tank for our fin bait, or if you have a bunch of mackerel or whatever, it's just great to have the two tanks. But the big tank is obviously our main tank, and that keeps the fish alive and well midship throughout any trips that we do. It has some creature comforts. It has a shower ahead. It's got nice places to rest, sleep, take naps, eat. It's got a little galley, microwave, fridge, all that stuff. A bunch of stuff I'm probably forgetting. It has a nice tuna tower that I built with my friend Chris Campos, and him and I have fabricated it together at Blue Water Marine Services and Dock Services here. And yeah, it's good to go. It's built to fish. It's the Kate Elizabeth. That's the name of the vessel. It's named after my wife, Kate. She's beautiful. The vessel's beautiful. We're ready to go.
Yeah, it is. You guys can check all that out right there. Grab the QR code with your phone or your iPad right now. Check out Pablo, and then Pablo's going to try to, when he doesn't have trips on Mondays, he's going to try to keep coming in here and giving us an update on what he saw out on the water and what's going on now. The other day you were on that charter boat. You guys went out by San Clemente Island?
Yeah, so we went out, we got some intel just like everybody else, and we pushed all the way out there towards San Clemente Island. It got really rough. And I don't know if everybody remembers, but Captain Dave was saying, don't go Saturday. It's like, it was one of those days. It was like it was a little rough out there. Not rough like scratching away at fish, as I was referencing earlier, but rough as far as, it was a little tough out there. It was windy, it was a little rolly, not super comfortable, and it was really hard to see stuff. We did get into some bluefin and stuff like that, a couple foamers, but it was just the water temperature got super low. I mean, relatively speaking, we're seeing 73, 74, even some little pockets of 75 near shore, and out there it was getting all the way down to 66, even less in a couple spots. So we basically made a long trip out there, about 80 miles, flipped it around, started working back down the line, hit the buoy, came back up a little bit northeast and started working all the banks. Saw some tuna foamers, got into some of those guys, a bunch of kelp patties, a bunch of them had mulla on them, but it was not a productive day, but we hunted, the whole time. So we weren't able to pull any quality fish on the boat, but the boat ran well. It was a great trip, great crew, great clients, everything. Just sometimes, guys, when you get out there, you do what we call a nice boat ride, and unfortunately, that's what happened with us. We ended up coming home without filling the bags up as much as we'd like to, but sometimes that happens. So,
well, you know what? Perfect though, what you just said, and I didn't even bait you into it. I told everybody Saturday wasn't the day. Now I know you guys had a charter and there was no way they were coming off it. It was their only day, and that happens. Those of you with the private boats though, when I tell you guys that it's not the day to go, it's not the day to go. I can't even imagine all the people that keep going on these days when I say, hey, don't go. It's going to be super gnarly. It's going to be super rough. You're not going to have a good day. You were on a bigger boat too. You weren't on a little boat. You were on a bigger boat. It still wasn't fun, right? By any stretch, the weather was not fun.
Yeah, the weather makes it really difficult. When you try to drift, away from a patty and it's rolling, and even if you try to keep the vessel in line in the best angle that you can so it doesn't roll, it's really difficult. And just the drifts and everything, just seeing anything out there is hard. And this thing has a huge tower. It's like if you could stack 10 of my boats up on top of each other, that's how tall this tower is. And we were way up there. We were glassing all day, and it was still difficult to see because everything looks like something. When the water's acting like that, it's hard to find stuff. But as we did get inshore further, when we were coming up, across the 9 mile and all that stuff, we started seeing a lot better, but the wind came down quite a bit. But by then we were starting to run out of time. So.
Right, and then you were also into the zone where the fish weren't at. So
right, yeah, and we found out that they had pushed out to Tanner, Cortez, and San Nicolas, and that's like another 40 miles from where we were at, and we were already 80 miles from the slip at that point.
Yeah, and most of the boats that are out there fishing in that, they were 70-foot plus. There wasn't a lot of little boats. It was very, very windy Saturday. So and Sunday afternoon it was windy also, but
yeah.
Okay, the whole thing about this is when we make suggestions about what you should or shouldn't do, if I tell you it's not going to be good, it's not going to be good. It's not going to change what Kelly and I eat tonight. It's not going to change what Pablo and Kate eat tonight. We're just trying to tell you so that you can save your money and use it to go out and have the best trip possible. With the weather, that is a huge factor. Like Kelly Girl always says, if it's blowing, we ain't going. And that's not because we're lazy and we don't like to catch fish. It's because it sucks. It's miserable. Even if the fish are biting, it's not fun. You're just getting the crap beat out of you. You're wet, you're cold, you're miserable, and you're in Southern California. Just wait. We have 300 bitchin' days. You don't have to go out on those 60 crappy days in Southern California. All right? So Pablo, real quick, we throw the QR code up there, but we got a lot of people listening on the podcast as they're driving around the United States. Let everybody know, they can listen to this and go slow and tell them your phone number, tell them your charter boat, because they can't see because they're listening. So just kind of go slow and let everybody know what's going on. We're going to wrap this thing up.
All right, sounds great. Thanks, Cap. So Pablo Fernandez, captain of the Kate Elizabeth, out of Seaforth Marina in San Diego, California. The website is fernandescharters.com, and the phone number is 619-431-3070. 619-431-3070. The QR code is here on the podcast for those that are available to see that. I appreciate that. Give us a call. Weekends are getting really tough. Weekends book up the quickest. Still have some weekdays left in August, just a couple. And then September, we've got some weekdays and a few weekends days left.
And it's awesome, gang, to have a boat available right now, because it's really tough to find a boat right now. And it's not because Pablo doesn't do a phenomenal job. It's just because of the position that he was in. And now he's in a better position with a better opportunity. And he can also come with you on your boat, show you what's going on, come down, help you get headed in the right direction. You can give him a couple bucks to come down, make sure your boat's set up. San Diego needs Pablo. Pablo is there to help you guys out. So take advantage of it. Grab his number, put it in your phone just to have, because there'll be that day where you're like, oh, I should call Pablo. Yeah. Well, before you go out fishing, you should call him and check in with him and see what's going on too, because he may be going out on the water. And then you're part of the code group, and all that's part of the website, yoursaltwaterguide.com. You want to be part of our code group. You want to be part of the deal. You want to be able to call Pablo. You want to be able to call Sonny. You want to be able to call Justin. And then at the very end, if you have to, you call me. But yeah, we're there for you, gang. Your Saltwater Guide will never let you down. I always answer everybody's calls as long as you're a member, and as long as you have a current membership. I will be on the phone with you as long as it takes to get you in the right position. If you cancel your membership, then you don't get to talk to Captain Dave anymore. Or if you make lame comments on my post, you don't get to see me anymore either. It's real simple now. We're just blocking you. I don't even have time for the negativity anymore. We just get you blocked up, and then you don't have to worry about seeing me anymore, I promise. Pablo, thank you very much for your time, buddy. That was cool of you to jump in with us and help us out a little bit. I think everybody out there in San Diego is going to take advantage of you, so get ready. I think your phone's going to start ringing off the hook, my man.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Captain Dave. Thank you, everybody, and hope to hear from everybody soon and see you out there on the water.
All right, gang, that's the end of the podcast for today. Tomorrow, Tuesday, we're going to have a great show. It's Promar Hawaii USA Tuesday. I got some cool Promar products to show you tomorrow. You guys all tune in. Don't forget to check out Opsin Fluorocarbon. All you got to do is hit that QR code, gang. That gets you into the store. Once you're in the store, look around, then you're going to be in the contest to win the free spool of line. We're going to give away another free spool of line. And those of you that got the MailChimp mail, if you buy through the MailChimp mail, somebody's going to win a lifetime membership to Your Saltwater Guide. The MailChimp mail went out right when the show went live. Everybody I have your email for gets the MailChimp from Your Saltwater Guide. One lucky person using the QR code on the MailChimp is going to win a lifetime membership to Your Saltwater Guide. All right, Pablo, thank you very much, everybody. I'll see you all tomorrow.